When you ask Claude a question in BoodleBox, you get an answer, but you don't see the reasoning behind it. What assumptions did it make? What alternatives did it consider? And why did it choose this approach? For academics, this transparency matters because you need to verify logic and understand the methodology to trust the output. Today, I'll give you one simple prompt that makes Claude show its work. Welcome to 5 Minutes of Boodle, where we're building a post-AI classroom 5 minutes at a time. BoodleBox is an AI platform where you can use multiple large language models, build custom bots, and collaborate with others all in one space. I'm Sarah Gibson, a college professor and an AI strategist, and I help educators turn AI into action. Outside of Boodle, you can sometimes access Claude's thinking process. Inside of Boodle, Claude is doing that same work, but the documentation isn't automatically accessible. So let's change that with one simple instruction. This is incredibly powerful because it helps you learn how AI approaches problems, trust the output by verifying the logic, improve prompts by seeing interpretation, and catch errors early. Let's jump in. You're going to add one simple instruction at the end of any prompt you give Claude. I've got two versions for you, the quick version and the detailed version. You can choose the one that fits your task best. Let's go ahead and start with a basic prompt. Create a 30-minute lesson plan on intellectual property in the digital age for college freshmen. You can see we get a nice simple lesson plan, but there's no insight into why Claude structured it this way. Now we're going to add a quick reasoning prompt. Show your step-by-step reasoning before giving your final answer. Now let's go ahead and put that on our original prompt. Create a 30-minute lesson plan on intellectual property in the digital age for college freshmen. Show your step-by-step reasoning before giving your final answer. Look at this new reasoning section that appears. Claude explains why it chose a certain activity, how it considered students, alternatives it evaluated, and why it structured the framing in this way before giving you the lesson plan. This gives you insight into its pedagogy. Now let's try a prompt with detailed reasoning. Before providing your final answer, please show your completed reasoning process in a clearly labeled thinking or reasoning section. Break down your thought process step by step, including considerations, alternatives, and how you arrived at your conclusions. There we go. And once again, we get a detailed look at its reasoning before it gives us the actual lesson plans. That's it. Paste one of these onto any prompt. I've tested several LLMs, and Claude is the best at giving a clean, coherent reasoning. This is part one of a 3-part series on AI reasoning prompts. Today, you learned how to force Claude to offer transparency. In part 2, we'll ask Claude to critique and improve its own thinking. And then in part 3, we'll make it compare multiple thinking approaches. Thanks for spending a few minutes with me. This is just one way BoodleBox helps us build a post-AI classroom. If you want to explore, I've included a code for 1 month free in the description below. Feel free to reach out. I love hearing how others are experimenting and learning. And no matter where you are on your AI journey, remember, start small, build with intention, because together we're shaping the future of education.